bodies Amsu Desam KSA, AMS, MSF and SUKSLAM Chief Minister Nongthom Birain of flouting COVID-19 SOPs during by-election rallies. India's COVID-19 tally near 76 lakhs with above 46,000 new cases recorded in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 88%. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is readying coronavirus vaccine delivery system using digitized network. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon News. I'm IBETHOI THOKCHOM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your face mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. 6 student bodies, AMSU, DESAM, KSA, AMS, MSF and SUK have condemned Chief Minister Nongthom Birain of flouting COVID-19 related SOPs during by-poll rallies. Representatives of the 6 student bodies carried out protest demonstration at Kaisampat Laimajam Laikai Community Hall today, reiterating to fulfill their 12-point charter of demands. Taking part in the protest meet, SUK President and Dhanakumar appealed to the government to stop blaming the public for failing to abide by COVID-19 related SOPs when the Chief Minister himself has flouted the SOPs during political functions in connection with the upcoming by-election attended by thousands of people. He alleged the government of not being dedicated and sincere enough in fighting COVID-19 pandemic. Dhanakumar accused the BJP-led state government of being more interested in saving the government by getting more involved in the upcoming by-election than saving its citizens from the pandemic. The SUK president warned of intense agitation if the government failed to fulfill the 12-point charter of demands, which includes setting up of a 500-bedded hospital dedicated for COVID-19 patients, to form a concrete state policy to combat COVID-19 pandemic, and to reserve either RIMS or JNIMS hospital for the treatment of non-COVID patients.
Lockdown COVID ki koi solution porokpadi yaroi TM masa yaw function da wawda koi SOP ngak tabagi film dal hojik chathari ba campaign asida ekoi lengak nasu ekoi gi praja da miam sing da di ekoi gi SOP ngak te na pangtai tai nar kana fine tien na tawriba mayam ma tawrakanda lengak na pangthok pa thabak kaya da di SOP ngak tabagi yam achau chau ma mi tari ba se sidasu ekoi gi lengak asina amdam asi mut patare ha bu thangbi ba loina na ahen ba am afaba khongthang amada tabuk ching asi paikat ekoi gi miam na su koi hari ba leina asi yam na tamthiba sathiba leina ni khang ba loina na Personnel
of Singzamai Police Station under the supervision of Imphal West District SP carried out Jan Andolan COVID-19 awareness rally today. The rally kicked off from Singzamai parking at around 8 p.m, went up till Pisum Bridge and returned to its initial point. Top officers and officer in charge of Singzamai Police Station, Patsangbam Sanjoy, took part in the rally. Police personnel raised awareness on safety measures to ward off coronavirus, like wearing of face masks properly, following of COVID-19 related SOPs and maintaining of social distancing norms. Singzamai Police Station also distributed face masks and sanitizer to the public. Members of Morea ICP Bypass Road Structure Committee have carried a protest demonstration at M. Chano village demanding compensation for those affected by Imphal Morea Road Expansion Project. Protesters displayed various cards that read, "We love our house, we condemn DC order of 11 September 2020, we demand 2020 survey record of NHIDCL and ADB 2018, etc. Speaking to me, the chairman of Morea ICP Bypass Road Structure Committee, Holpao Baite, condemned the recent remarks of chairman of Indo-Myanmar Asian Highway No. 1 affected committee, THOKCHOM, calling him a self-styled chairman, Holpao clarified that his statements have no connection whatsoever with More ICP Bypass Road Structure Committee.
Ekhoina taliba demand lam amadi yumgi compensation phongtri phawa ekhoigi agitation si hongloi government na negotiate toraga janaba matam phongtri phaw si khoigi stand hongloi ekhoina taliba demand.
Women folk of Nauria Pakhanglakpa Assembly constituency have carried out a protest rally demanding to appoint a local MLA. Representatives of 5 women organizations have expressed concern that the constituency's MLA is being deprived of various government welfare schemes and benefits amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Members of 5 Mairapaibi groups of Haubum Marak Chingtham Laikai, Laurembam Laikai, Kesham Laikai, Hairanggoithong and Ningthemsa Karong carried out a mass rally last night demanding the same. The rally commenced from the ground of Haubum Marak Chingtham Laikai and passed through the streets of the 5 localities in the constituency. Speaking to media, Mairapaibi member Punima, she expressed disappointment that ex-MLA of Nauria Pakhanglakpa Assembly constituency had resigned before the completion of his tenure, eyeing for ministerial posts, leaving behind many pending jobs for the welfare of people in the constituency.
Re-election haiba makhak mayam tongnai sumaina tawba yana yahandaba sisu magi asauba marana masu oi mayam loina vote hanna dore tarik lekhre re-election se akhoi gi ju hannana ba yanana ba chinbiyu sumaina mapi mapa leitana leiba chahi chupam leiba haiba sidi koi praja miyam na yajaningde kari kramai tawraganda mapi mapa leinana bagi thorang se yagadagi haiba dusu sarkar gi mai matamda chinbira o joji nauria pakhanglakpa se yamna awa phibamda leirabani Sarkar sina gari marangi no ba moi masen pham munadana adagi paisa munadana leibagi mahuta praja gi awaba naba mayam sigi kari mai control tawgadage kamai phangadagi haibagi thorang di lokhatraga moi masen pham munadana sarkar thugaina dana resign tawgadana leibasidi tasengna mak koi pende.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Akash, India's #1 coaching institute for medical and engineering with a legacy of more than 31 years. Akash scores a perfect hat-trick in NEET 2020 with top 3 ranks 3 years in a row. Enroll now for new repeater batches. Akash Institute, success is waiting. For more details, kindly contact Akash Institute, Manipur Center. Contact number 8974412755 or 690-937-8833. Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Afternoon News. India's COVID-19 case load is nearing 76 lakh with a single day spike of 46,790 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. While the number of people who have recovered from the disease are above 67 lakh 33,000, pushing the country's recovery rate to 88.63%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,15,197 and active COVID-19 cases are above 7,48,000, with Maharashtra still on top with above 1,74,000 active cases of COVID-19. According to ICMR, during the last 24 hours, more than 10,32,000 tests have been conducted. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4 crore, 6 lakh people, above 1 crore, 1,12,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3 crore, 3 lakh and 62,000. USA is on top with more than 27 lakh 28,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. 。 Brazil. 。
. 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
. 。 . 。 . 。 . .
。
Among the northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 2 lakh, out of which 27,319 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 29,550, out of which 2,672 are active cases. Manipur's total tally has reached 15,778, out of which 3,748 are active cases. While Arunachal's COVID-19 tally has reached 13,643 and active cases are 2,833. Nagaland's COVID tally has reached 7,953, of which 1,652 are active cases. There are 2,069 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya, 129 in Mizoram and 263 in Sikkim. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is readying coronavirus vaccine delivery system using digitized network. Addressing the Grand Challenges Annual Meeting 2020 via video link, which has attended by Microsoft founder Bill Gates, policymakers and scientific leaders on Monday, the Prime Minister said that India is at the forefront of vaccine development for COVID-19, with some of the vaccines in advanced stage. The meeting, which will continue till October 21st, called for deepened scientific collaborations in solving global health problems with an emphasis on COVID-19. Modi said India was putting in place a well-established vaccine delivery system through a digitized network, along with the digital health ID for the immunization of citizens. The digital health ID that the Prime Minister was referring to was a project announced by Modi on August 15, under which every Indian would be given a unique ID that would work like his or her health account and store that individual's medical record. US-based pharmaceutical company Moderna Inc. is targeting emergency approval of its coronavirus vaccine by this December. Moderna Inc. Chief Executive Stephen Bancel said the federal government could authorize emergency use of the company's experimental COVID-19 vaccine in December if the company gets positive interim results in November from a large clinical trials. Meanwhile, China's Sinovac coronavirus vaccine appears to be safe in its last stages being conducted in Brazil. The Brazilian institute Paulo Butantan Institute conducting the clinical trials has made the announcement. The Russian coronavirus vaccine Sputnik V, which is in its phase 3 trials currently, will be sharing data of 10,000 volunteers around November. Today is the last day for submitting nomination papers for the third phase of Bihar Assembly polls. Votes of 78 constituencies in 15 districts will be held on November 7. 337 candidates have already submitted their nomination papers. Meanwhile, election campaign by political parties has heated up for the first phase of election to be held on November 28 for 71 assembly constituencies in 16 districts of Bihar. Now the sports news. Rajasthan Royals have emerged successful at the 37th match of 13th Dream 11th Indian Premier League. In the match played at Sheikh Zayed Stadium, Chennai Super Kings won toss and chose to bat first and scored 125 runs with 5 wickets down in 20 overs. Ravindra Jadeja scored 35 runs, MS Dhoni scored 28 runs and Sam Curran scored 22 runs, while Rajasthan Royals bowler S. Gopal, R. Tiwashia and Jofra Archer took 1 wicket each in the inning. In reply, Rajasthan Royals scored 126 runs with 3 wickets down in 17 overs and 3 balls and won the match by 7 wickets. Jos Buttler scored 70 runs in 48 balls, while Steve Smith scored 26 runs in the inning. Rajasthan Royals batsman Jos Buttler won Player of the Match title. 8 teams are competing in the league held under the aegis of BCCI, hosted by United Arab Emirates. Kings 11 Punjab will play against Delhi Capitals at Dubai International Stadium at 7:30 tonight. Mohammedan Sporting Club has secured a berth at Hero I League 2020-21. In the 9th leg of the qualifying match played at YBK Stadium yesterday, Mohammedan Sporting Club and FC Bengaluru United ended in a goalless draw. Though the match ended in a draw, Mohammedan Sporting Club scored 10 points and secured a berth in the league. In the last leg match played at Kalyani Municipal Stadium, Bhawanipur FC defeated Ahmedabad Record Academy by 2-0. For the winners, Jitan Murmu and Supriya Bhandi scored 1 goal each. Bhawanipur FC bagged second position in the qualifying league. 5 teams competed in the Hero I League qualifying matches held under the aegis of All India Football Federation, hosted by West Bengal. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 6 student bodies Amsu Desam KSA and MSF and Suk slammed Chief Minister Nongthoman Biren of flouting COVID-19 SOPs during by-election rallies. India's COVID-19 tally near 76 lakh with above 46,000 new cases recorded in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 88%. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is raiding coronavirus vaccine delivery system using digitized network. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.